to the All Things Good channel and to this week's video. How are you? Hope you're all doing really well. I missed you last week. Hope you've coped. I'm sure you have. But I was flying back from my little holiday. I'm back in Blighty, back at home. Got my jumper on because it's a little bit nippy back here. But I've had a lovely holiday. We went to the island of Lesvos, which is a Greek island, one I'd never been to before. It was absolutely lovely. And this week's vlog is really my travel vlog of the week. Oh, good morning, Myla. There she is. Shouldn't really be on the kitchen worktops, but there we go. Yes, it's a holiday vlog. So I'm going to show you a little bit about the place in Lesvos that we stayed, which was called Petra. We did a little trip to Molivos, and I'm going to show you the hotel we stayed in, which was called the Hotel Panorama. And it did have some very panoramic views as well. It was lovely. So we're back safe and sound. And in my absence, Nancy has been absolutely fine. So I was really pleased that she was fine and superbly well looked after by my son and my daughter, who waited on her hand and foot, did all her meals, and quite frankly, she had a whale of a time actually while I was away, and was in very good spirits. We were able to FaceTime every day, and every time that we spoke, it seemed to be around one of her meal times, and she'd go, "Look what I've got for tea," you know, something that Grace had made or Adam had made. So everything was fine. That was really good. But the holiday was excellent. And whilst I was away, it was also Paul, aka the Invisible Chef's 50th birthday. So we had a bit of a celebration there as well. So sit back, relax on this Sunday morning, grab a cuppa and enjoy a bit of sunshine on this, my holiday vlog. Let's get into it. I love the airport. I am on holiday as soon as I get to the airport, and checked in, bags gone, done the hard stuff. Now I'm just going to have a nice breakfast. And at the moment, there are no flight delays or anything like that. So we have now got probably about an hour and a half, hopefully. So we need to board. So we're going to have some breakfast and a little look round the duty free. The perfume, actually. Arriving late at night meant it was dark, but the first view we had was of the lovely pool. I settled in quite quickly, and when we woke the next morning, we were able to start our little adventure, looking around at where we were, and quite frankly, I was very impressed. Arrived on the island of Lesvos in a little area called Petra, but we're not where we expected to be. We had an interesting start to the holiday. When we arrived at the airport, we were told by the holiday company Jet2 that we've come here with, we couldn't go to the hotel that we had booked, but we've had no explanation. So they have put us in. Look at those clouds. Actually, it's a beautiful day, but we've just had a little bit of cloud coverage in the last couple of hours. It's still very warm, and it's going to pass over, so not bothered. So they put us in a different hotel, which is actually lovely. and it's very relaxing. It's very traditional Greek, which is what we wanted. And we're just getting our bearings because it's day one and we arrived late last night, so it was dark, obviously, couldn't see much. But yes, it's a very, very traditional and pretty looking place. So we are in the Hotel PANORAMA, and by all accounts and from what we've only heard on social media and what have you, is that it's probably a bit of an upgrade actually to the hotel we were supposed to be in. So we're just getting our bearings and having a little look around Petra. We're going to go and find some lunch now. We got up really early this morning to sort of see where we were, really, more than anything. But it is very pretty, very pretty. So we're going to go and have some lunch and start to have a little explore. Well, it must have been good because as soon as I arrived, I went straight into relaxation mode and could not wait to have my first authentic Greek salad of the year. The food from the onset was absolutely delicious. I think we're going to like it here. First day done, and I can say we were very impressed with little Petra in Lesvos, and we were ready to see our first sunset of our holiday. Blew us away. Two? Are we on day 2 or day 3? Day 2. And lovely this morning, and we're just going to have some time by the pool. No, it is day 3, isn't it? It's Tuesday anyway. Pool morning this morning, and then a beach afternoon. We did quite a lot of walking yesterday. Considering that's not something I should be doing too much of at the moment. We're on holiday and we needed to see everything. We probably did about 7 or 8 miles yesterday in all. So not quite so much walking today. We're going to have a trip tomorrow to LESVOS and see what's going on there. But where we are, Petra, is very relaxing. Really, really lovely. So it's ideal for having a proper chill out and nice bit of sunshine and lovely pool to have a little swim in today. So not bad for a Tuesday, not bad at all. The pool area at the Hotel PANORAMA is lovely, perfect for relaxing. The cafe is open there throughout the day and the evening. You can get drinks, snacks, meals. And I don't know whether it's because it was September, but it's actually really quiet. Never had a problem finding a sunbed, and actually on some occasions I was the only person taking a dip. whole complex is lovely, beautifully positioned on this hill. However, if you are someone that struggles with steep climbs or have any ailments that would prevent you from climbing a steep hill, this might not be the place for you to stay. However, you could always hire a car or a scooter. We did have one of the lower rooms, which meant that we didn't get the amazing view you can get from the top of the hill, but it was very, very comfortable where we stayed. But should you get one of these very top hillside rooms, this is your view from the hotel. Petra is a romantic old village on the northern coast of Lesbos. It's full of narrow cobblestone streets, pretty squares and terracotta buildings. It's also the home to an unusual attraction, a big rock that soars high above the rooftops with a charming church at the top. This is a beachside village with more to offer than just the holiday staples of sun, sea and sand. It's the kind of place where shopping and sightseeing perfectly merge. In the atmospheric streets around the rock and the main square, you can browse little shops selling locally crafted wood, jewellery and art, and tour a small ouzo distillery that's been run by the same family for generations. On Wednesday, we decided, however, to take a trip to Molivos. Molivos is the tourist capital of Lesvos, but don't let that scare you away. It is Greek island tourism at its best, with all the good qualities and few of the bad, and attracts visitors who are sensitive to culture and tradition, but are still there to have a good time. We hadn't hired a car on this holiday, so we took the little local bus train, which was really, really cute on our little day out to Molivos. It truly is an amazing town, and when you pass through Petra and follow the coastal road, you are really unprepared for the dramatic first view you get when you come round that last bend. The town is situated on a small mountain, topped by the dramatic castle, the ruins of the ancient city of Troy between Molivos and Turkey. The walk through the village itself is one that should be taken even by those with fears of walking uphill. The main street of Molivos is made of cobblestone and covered entirely by wisteria that seems to be in bloom even when it shouldn't be. The street is completely shaded by these incredible vines and make walking by day quite bearable, even on the hottest days. If you continue upwards, you will pass museums, galleries, and eventually wind up at the castle, where they have concerts during the summer of some of the most well-known Greek musicians and even some international groups on tour. There are plenty of interesting shops for those addicted to buying, including jewellery stores, boutiques, pastry shops, fruit and vegetable stores, and several fine restaurants and ouzeries that have a view of the coast and the entire valley of Molivos, as well as the most of northwestern Lesvos that may make you feel like you're in Santorini. not Greece, obviously. If you've ever been to Greece, you know if you use the toilet, you can't put tissue paper down the toilet, you have to put it in a bin next to the toilet. But this made me laugh, slightly lost in translation. Please do not throw papers in the toilet. Use the plastic bin. Of course. The beach of Petra, our little local beach. So today's Thursday. It's Paul, aka the Invisible Chef's 50th birthday today. We've just had a beautiful breakfast down here on one of the beachline tavernas. Yesterday we went to LESVOS on the little train. It was so hilly that I have today got swollen ankles and feet. So walking is not the ideal today. So we've just had the little walk down from where we're staying, just down here to have our breakfast, and now we're going to have a pool day, and then we're going to go out for a nice meal for Paul's birthday later this evening. So can't believe it's Thursday already. We are feeling relaxed. Had a nice bit of sun, which is lovely. It's needed. I do think I have walked a bit too much, considering I'm not supposed to be doing that at the moment with my various ailments. Sorry, I got cut off then because I'd been trying to phone a restaurant earlier today that didn't answer, but they've just rang me back, which was nice. There is another sort of taverna kind of restaurant called Caravan by the Sea. It's a bit further out from here, but Paul wants to go for his birthday meal. I wasn't sure I could get a reservation, but they've just rang me back, so we are. So that's where we're going tonight. I'm just negotiating the road because it looks like it's bin day. There's a big truck coming past. Let me see if I can get round here. Bear with. So I've reserved Caravan by the Sea. But anyway, from our hotel, it is a good 10-minute walk down to the front here, and it's a very pleasant walk, but it isn't easy if you've got ailments, so that's one thing to bear in mind. But there are lots of little, like I said, there's the little train, the little tram thing, there's local buses, plenty of taxis. I don't know whether it's the time of year, sort of end of season, or whether this is general, but everything seems to shut up shop totally by midnight, and you won't get a taxi after midnight. So it's a very tranquil and reserved and relaxing place, and which is really what we wanted on this particular holiday. So it's ticking all the boxes. So from the main road, this is our little rugged walk up to the hotel. Now the one thing I will say is when we were dropped off by the coach transfer, we were dropped off on the main road here. It was quite late at night as well. So then we did have to make our own way up here. We just followed everybody else because obviously it was dark. We don't know where we're going. We've never been here before. So we're used to it now and it's fine. In fact, it's really quite lovely. But I think when you first arrive somewhere on holiday, especially when it's the middle of the night practically, you're like, where have we been dropped? On a cobbledy rugged road to nowhere. Anyway, there's really a lovely breeze. The temperature's been lovely, perfect, but there is a really lovely summer breeze today. It's making it really pleasant to walk about in. So we've done this walk a few times now. This is our hotel complex coming up on the left, And actually we are in one of the lower ones, but these big ones up here, if you can manage to walk the hill, stand up here and have a look at the view this way. It's magnificent. I'll show you the view in a little bit. So this is the little complex, and I would say really it is a little gem in the middle of nowhere. And just before our hotel, we've got a little family. I don't know if they're going to be there. There's a mummy cat and a little family of 3 or 4 little ginger kittens. They were there earlier this morning, but I think they might have gone for a little siesta. Over here, you can just see a building here. That is the Hotel Sunset. That is where we were supposed to be. We're not. We're here. Hotel Panorama. Our room is here. And this is the main reception area. And this is your pool area. So I'll give you a good look round. And this is our little walk from our apartment to the pool. Get this lovely mountain view. Look at these beautiful flowers as well. What are these? And then we've got this little area of, I think there's olive trees. And here's the walk up to the top, which with my ailments at the moment, I'm actually quite pleased we're not up there. But the view from up there is stunning. Here's our pool area. Here's our bar. Good morning.
Kalimera.
Kalimera. And this is where we have our breakfast. And you can have lunches and evening meals here. And we shall go and find a suitable spot to sit for the day. Treat this was for Paul, aka the Invisible Chef's 50th birthday. We went to a lovely coastal restaurant called Caravan by the Sea. It was highly recommended to us. We had a little tipple of champagne and celebrated in style with an absolutely incredible view.
Nights out under the sky, watching stars align. Some making sweet honey, Melissa lemon balm. Nights as warm as your breath.
And after this fine food and lovely dining, we moved on to our favourite bar that we found for the week called Eden. And we met up with our holiday friends, Ange and Terry from Manchester, who made Paul's birthday really special. We had lots of fun. We were even joined by the owner of the Eden Bar, Pakis, who had a little drink with us. Well, it was just giggles all round. Our penultimate evening here on the island of Lesvos. We've had a lovely week, and we're just about to go out for some food. And what I've really loved particularly is eating very traditional Greek food while we've been here. I've had loads of Greek salads, I've had stafado, I've had all sorts of things, and Paul has had octopus, sardines, all sorts of lovely, fresh, local, traditional food. And that's what I've really loved about this holiday, is it's traditional Greece. And quite a difference to the holiday we had this time last year when we went to Rose, but we went all-inclusive, 5-star all-inclusive. There is another video on here of that holiday last year, and totally different experience. Beautiful hotel, but didn't get the Greek food experience. We've had that here, and that's been absolutely gorgeous. So we're just going to head off into town and find lovely taverna to have our penultimate meal here. My gosh, it's going so quick. Well, I am really going to miss this, and how blessed am I to have been to this beautiful island for 7 short days, but enough time to rest and relax and take stock of everything that's going on in life at the moment. And I do feel very, very lucky to have been able to have had this little holiday, which has just been perfect. So before we say goodbye to the island of Lesvos and the hotel Panorama, I will show you our room. The downside of the whole room was this, the bathroom, which was absolutely tiny. And the shower flooded the entire bathroom every time we used it. But it was absolutely fine, really. It was beautifully clean, and the maids would come in every day to clean. The towels weren't changed daily. That was a bit of a downside for me because I do like clean, fresh towels every day, but they were changed twice a week. We had a nice lot of wardrobe storage space and big cupboards up here in which we actually kept our suitcases in, so they were out of the way and out of the room while we had our holiday. Plenty of drawer space as well. And the room itself was really nice and really comfortable. As with most Greek hotels and apartments, you don't get a double bed, you tend to get 2 single beds together if you book a double room. And that's fine, that was really, really nice. And we'd got somewhere we could get dressed in, mirror, do my hair, things like that. We also had a little fridge, so we were able to keep a little bit of wine and chocolate, most importantly, in there. And as I say, it was perfectly clean and really nice. As I said before, we had one of the lower rooms, which was really handy for me, not being able to walk up the steep hill at the moment. So it meant that we didn't have the panoramic views that the rooms at the top of the hill get, but we did have a nice little balcony area. And it was really nice to just sit out there in the evening, have a little glass of wine, and it was covered in sunshine throughout the day. So it was also handy as well to dry our towels and swimwear over the balcony as well after we'd had a day at the pool or the beach. So this was our little view from the balcony. It's more of a sort of garden area, if you like, but it was a lovely view of the mountains. We couldn't see the sea, but you know, that's fine. You can't see the sea anyway when you're sitting out there in the evening time. What we did have was lots of goats in the tree area down here. So, and they all had little bells on. So we'd wake up in the morning to the sound of all these little bells of the little goats running around, which was really quite cute. So all in all, it was really nice, and I can't compare it to the hotel that we were going to stay at, which was the Hotel Sunset, because we didn't go and visit it. But we've been told that the Panorama is equally as nice, and some people thought it was even better. So here we are having our moment on the sunbed, and we are going home today, or coming home rather today. So we're just having our last couple of hours by the lovely pool area here at the Hotel Panorama. So we've had a lovely stay. It's been a lovely break and a lovely rest, and as I said, it's such a traditional Greek pretty place, warm friendly people, which has been gorgeous and just what we needed. And I hope you have enjoyed this holiday vlog. We've done a few, three holiday vlogs now: Menorca, Rhodes, and now Lesvos. Very privileged to have been to some lovely places over the past couple of years, and this did tick a lot of boxes for us on this holiday. So we're just keeping our fingers crossed for a no delay safe flight home, and I'm sure we'll reflect on this tomorrow morning. It'll all seem like a distant memory, but it's really done us both the world of good, much needed, and so pleased we've been able to do it. It was a great spot for us. As I say, a couple of little things that haven't been ideal just for me on a personal level, and that's the sort of, I guess, the location of the hotel in terms of walking. If you're someone that hires a scooter or a car, or you're happy to taxi and you haven't got great mobility, then you'll be absolutely fine here. But if you're, and equally if you're a walker and you love walking, ideal, beautiful place for walking. There are some incredible places you can go to. But if you struggle, like I have just at the moment, then the walking has been a little bit difficult at times, but we've worked around it. That's just been a minor hiccup, really. Hasn't taken anything away from anything. So we're just going to enjoy our last couple of hours here by the pool here in lovely Petra in Lesvos before we fly home. So I will see you next Sunday. Same time, not the same place. And until next Sunday, stay safe, stay in the boat, and keep doing all things good. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.